I have some very sad news to tell you, but my 12th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver Touch Control nah, keep it going. I have some very sad news to tell you, but my 12th Dr. Sonic Screwdriver Touch Control ran out of batteries. You remember this one from my Sonic Screwdriver collection video? Like, kind of awkward because when I extend it, this one doesn't open. So it's like I have to yank it open. But, yeah, apparently, damn. Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. We tried to get more batteries identical to these ones, but none of them seemed to work, and they were super hard to get out and in. And yeah, I think we kind of broke the compartment that the batteries go in, so even if we found the correct batteries, I don't think that they would even go in here properly. Luckily, though, we have a new 12th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver Touch Control. Yeah! So now, the working one, I said the working one, there we go, the working one shall go back here, and then the dead batteries and the dead one shall go here. May he rest in peace. I found this weird apple. Kinda looks like there's a tomb in there. Like a tomb of the Cybermen. Hey, what's up guys, it's probably Noe here. Welcome to my review of Doctor Who, the Tomb of the Cybermen. Almost dropped it off the bed. Okay, let's go. Alright, the Tomb of the Cybermen. This is the first special edition since the Aztec special edition, but there have been other discs with, 2 discs, like the Dalek Invasion of Earth and the 10th Planet, which I complained they weren't called special editions, but I guess they never had an original release, but, you know, like, neither did the 5 Doctors, but they called it starting with special edition. Well, it was the first DVD. I don't know. Okay, anyway. God, check the thingy, blah, 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 blah. Da, 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 da. It actually looks pretty dang clean. Okay. Oh, and just in case if you don't remember from last time, this is the beginning of Season 5. Let's go. What is this? Press firmly on center button to remove DVD. Yeah, okay, I got that. What is this? The Doctor. Oh no, sorry, that's 1 season too early, bud. Hey. What? Is this the trailer? Or something? It's worth noting that this is the first fully completed Patrick Troughton story. All the others have been missing. Power of the Dogs, all 6 episodes missing. Highlanders, all 4... What? Okay. Highlanders, all 4 episodes missing. Underwater Menace, episodes 1 and 4 missing. Moonbase, episodes 1 and 3 missing. Macro Terror, all 4 episodes missing. Faceless Ones, all but 1 and 3 missing. Evil of the Dogs, all but 2 missing. We're not here for the Abominable Snowman. Let's start this. Episode 1, here we go. Diddling, 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 diddling. For some reason, the theme song ends kind of early there. Normally it rolls the titles and then does this. Also, I think that this is some reused footage from the rescue here. It kind of looks like that. Anyway, so they're bringing Victoria along with them. Now they got a 3rd companion again. Wow, the footage just looks kind of different. I mean, like, not like, you know, it's moving instead of telesnaps. It's just, it just kind of looks a bit different. When Victoria asks where they are, the Doctor says, oh, it's the TARDIS, it's my home, or at least it has been for a considerable number of years. I guess that's how it kind of works for everyone. This was, all 4 of them were recovered at once back in 1991. Of course, I wasn't around at the time. Well, I guess I was, just I was a little tiny fish. And also an egg that hadn't been made yet. I just grossed myself out saying that. What was I talking about? I don't know. Future me, throw a catch in. The Doctor says that he is 450 years old in Earth terms. That makes many people for some reason think that when the first Doctor regenerated, he was 450 years old. And now, right after they showed that whole TARDIS scene, now they're rolling the Tomb of the Cybermen by Kit Pedler and someone else who I couldn't read the credits in that time, episode 1. But anyway, so they think that when the first Doctor died, he was therefore 450 years old. I don't really think so. The Doctor must have like aged like a year or 2, or maybe even 3 when he was traveling with the other guys. Anyway, and then we meet this group of people who land on the planet Telos. This time, in another story that takes place in the far future in around 5,000 and something. And guess what? The only black guy is treated like an ape, basically. And he's like treated as like the strong man, you can't speak, and they have a pair of doors that can't open. The black guy tries to open them up, but then he gets electrocuted, and then the doctor and his team come by, and then the doctor, who hasn't been there, just thinks like, oh, this guy's lying on the floor, probably from opening these doors, because he's just smart and figured it all out. And everyone's just like, maybe he knows more than we think, so it's like the moon base. They think the doctor's responsible for what's going on again. Oh, isn't this just pleasant music to listen to? Kinda eerie. Oh, they're gonna blow something up, aren't they? Oh boy. Well, I don't really want this video demonetized, so bye-bye. I wonder what those creatures could be. Maybe they're Dravins. Yeah, that's where the black guy electrocutes himself. Plus, that's kind of sexist, isn't it? First man. These guys? I don't think so. Well, as I probably said, and I was actually wrong, it was actually a white guy who got electrocuted and he died. And they barely show any mourning whatsoever. Despite the fact that I think that in the year 5000 they would have found some sort of way to fight electrocution. Plus, there wouldn't have been as many deaths. Fewer deaths and fewer births. So, when someone dies, it'd probably be a pretty big deal. Not just, oh, he's not collecting 50 pounds from you or anybody else. Heh. Also, they claim that Telos, this planet, is the Cybermen's home, when we know it's Mondas. Doesn't have a sonic screwdriver yet, so he tries to remove the electrocution. Well, not just tries, he succeeds, and then has to open the door. And this is seen as a common goof. Well, not a common goof, I just saw it once on the wiki. But when he tries to open the door, because the black guy isn't really that much of a strong man, but you can see that he kind of uses his foot there. Did you see? He was using his foot. Jamie, too, they use their foot to keep the door shut. I just saw that thing on the wiki, but I thought it would have been more noticeable if they went like this. Like, imagine if they got their foot all the way up here and then just started pushing on it like that. Because then that could fool people. But like, yeah, like, you know, like having your foot all the way down here. It's kind of less noticeable, but once you see it over and over again, it's easy to spot. Not to mention, you know, this was only played once and they didn't think that it was going to be played again. Jamie, it's alright. Quiet? He's like, quiet. So what, you think because he has muscles he can open it? I guess that's kind of logic. What? What about the other guy who died? He didn't look like he had much strength. Oh, that's funny. He's like, unless he's afraid. Oh, no, he's not afraid. I mean, it's because he's black that he's just like, why else would you bring him with us other than the fact that he's strong? I mean, these other guys that we brought with us, they're weak, but they're white, so it's okay. But like, a black guy, sure, we'd only bring him because he'd be useful to us. Well, I guess you'd only bring people who are useful to them, but, like, it shouldn't just be, like, the fact that he's you know what I'm trying to say. But funny, none of them listen to the doctor. The doctor's like, but I'd still, but then they all just go in anyway. The doctor and Jamie are going to go in. Like, this is funny. This apparently wasn't in the script. They did that, they were, like, holding hands, and then they're, like, threw it down, like, what you holding my hand for? Oh, yeah, Victoria's upset because, you know, like, this is their first adventure and stuff. So apparently the doctor can open all of these things by using a simple logical system, which is bull crap, because how did he manage to do it first try? I guess it's just really advanced logic, you know, teaching kids, like, doesn't matter if you're strong or fast, you can solve every problem if you're smart. An OR gate? Yeah, interesting. Ha, good comeback, doctor. Oh, I like that. You know, I don't like people with competition. Like, oh yeah, that's nice. Sexist. He said mostly. Okay. Sorry, I'm not that advanced enough yet. Oh, the doctor just gave away an answer that he didn't want to do just to prove he was smart. Not really just to prove he was smart, just to make him feel a bit better, I guess. Now this evil woman is trapping Victoria. The evil woman is something that I say especially to describe, because my school is just a small building inside of another giant building, kind of like a mall, but not really. And then the other building is filled with grown-ups, and there's a back entrance that most of the kids don't know how to get up for some reason, but I know because I'm one of the more trusted students. Well, I knew, but then the evil woman from the building found out, and then she went to the school and she's like, you changed the code and you never tell any students ever again because they're students and, you know, they can control their age, so they should be punished for being this age. Stupid woman. But anyway, the doctor manages to save her. Jamie, no, he's being hypnotized. You see what? I want to know what he saw. Whoa, that was pretty hypnotizing to me. Whoa. That's a frick. Well, that looks like he died. Well, that looks much more like the Cyberman from last time. I thought it was the drawing. I don't know. I guess like the drawing kind of look. I don't know. Dallaling, 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 dallaling. So as we find out, turns out, surprise, surprise, the Cyberman is an empty dummy. Like, not like stupid, but I guess a dummy is not really used that much nowadays, or at least where I come from. It means like, you know, like statue thing. Or like something else that's not the real thing, like mannequins in a store. But that was kind of easy to see from the credits of the last episode. See, like, he's just standing there the whole time, and the thing is just slowly fading to black. Slightly brightening it, slowly fading to black. Still kind of see it. See, that's what I like about him. He's treated as a hero and a genius, but he's never afraid to admit that he doesn't know something. Jamie. And I was like, no, you Jamie, you have to stay. Well, Simon appeared a lot earlier that time. Kind of backfired on them. Model, that's the word I was looking for. Victoria finds a little thing that kind of looks like a robot bug on the ground, and the doctor looks back in his 500-year diary and calls it a Cyberman, so he's met these before. But I thought in the 10th planet was his first time that he saw... Oh no, wait, never mind. He did say that he knew. He's like, yes, man, I'm afraid I do know what's going on. You see, millions of years ago, there was a planet identical to Earth, and he's like, oh, for heaven's sake, shut up, doctor! And then the doctor's like, it's a Cyberman. Victoria's like, what's a Cyberman? He's like, it's one of those, obviously. I leave it alone, and Victoria, of course, doesn't leave it alone. She puts it in her back. Whoa, he said the first 3 words. So now they can't even leave because they were just thinking of leaving because the Cybermen seem to be pretty tough, and like it's like the building, one of the guys said that the building is alive and it's going to kill them all. It's warned that they should leave. Now they can't leave. Cybermen's playing a trap here. What was that point of fading? I guess it's so that, you know, zoom in and then zoom out, and oh, they're all in different places, even though not that much time has passed, but yeah, that fading kind of, you know, they tried. Oh, we said another word. I am so happy that I think that he got it without the help of the doctor, because, you know, it's the classic, like, used to be the smartest person, and then the doctor comes by, and now I'm saying he's not the smartest person, but yeah, he's screwing up. And the doctor does a nice little cue, like, helping him here. He's like, oh, I don't know, and the doctor's like, and push this button. So he figured it out in his head the whole time before he could even write it down, and then it's done. So they start to free the Cybermen, but this guy decides to reverse it. Whoa, what the? Oh no, his job was to be the wimpy guy. Dang it. Dang it, Victoria, you had to bring your Cyberman in your stupid bag, didn't you? So the evil woman closes the hatch, and there's a scene where he's like, where the wimpy guy was like, Jamie went up the ladder to see if that he can open the hatch, but the ladder is like just like a few steps, like something that you'd see at a little playground sort of thing. It's not like that high of a ladder. It's literally just like, you know, like, I have a feeling that like someone like me could be able to reach the hatch without the ladder, or at least jump and touch it. But and then they're like testing to see how it opens, and they're just like, okay, we're trying. And Drew's like, nothing happened. Like, Jamie, give it a moment. Also, the doctor says like, oh yes, this will open the hatch. It's clearly labeled. We're using symbolic logic because the doctor is so familiar with this kind of complex math, which is basic math to him, that it's just kind of clearly, it's as if it's just written the open label on it.
Oh, it's so cute though. Victoria takes out a gun and just straight up murders the thing. It was already lying down when she shot it. How did that happen? Did it fall over?
So the thing didn't even do anything wrong except jump on the evil woman's shoulder, and she was an evil woman anyway. Like, she might have just been saying, "Hi, how you do?" Yeah, there's a scene where Victoria's like running over to open the hatch for them, but then the evil woman pulls out a gun and she's just like, "Stay back." And Victoria's just like, but like, Victoria didn't even see her pull the gun, so for all she knew, the evil woman was just like, "Stay back." And she just somehow listened and see that she had a gun. Like, what if she didn't have a gun? So they free the Cybermen because they're stupid, and the cyber leader was in the middle of his thing. But yeah, the guy's just like, "I am Eric Klieg. We have released you. Now you will help us." It's like, that's something the Cybermen would be saying. But anyway, I'm not going to show you guys this cliffhanger of the visuals because it's on the Doctor YouTube channel, but it does contain the famous words. Still can't understand them. It was "you belong to us, you shall be like us." But yeah, I'm not sure. I think this is copyright things on this. Well, the whole thing is copyright, but like, you know, like, I think this is like big copyright. But anyway, cliffhanger for part 2. I'm gonna go to sleep because it's kind of late outside. I'll come back on the next 2 in a minute. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, alright, okay, let's get right into it. Okay, let's go. Diddling, 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 diddling.
Ooh, it's really the Cybermen in black background. Why does that sound so different? That doesn't sound like their voice from last time. Look at this though, see, like, the footage kind of looks different here. Like, was the footage covered in a different way, or did they film this outside? It looks like there's sunlight or something.
So the people who are working on the rocket ship come back, and Victoria tries to explain about the evil woman and how they're trapped down there, but you know, not only is she female, but she's also kind of still a kid, so they don't believe her. But they try to work anyway, but they still treat her like a kid, despite the fact that everything that she says is the truth. But I guess she does kind of behave like a kid. She acts pretty terrified. But the blonde guy, like, the leader, I think, he's really cool. I kind of hope that he survives, because, like, he's just like, "Now, listen, what are you doing this for?" I don't know, I just like him. Also, so as it turns out, the Cybermen froze themselves, and they even referenced the events of the 10th planet and the moon base, so they know the human's intelligence, even though it was mainly the Doctor, and he's not human. But, so they made their way to Telos, and then they froze themselves, knowing that one day they would be recovered, but they had a whole bunch of traps out. That's why the traps were so complicated, so that they could make sure that the people who freed them were smart, so that they would take the smart people and convert them into Cybermen. But what if no one ever came by? The chances of someone finding that planet is really off, never mind them being smart enough to figure out your traps.
Yes, and we've done exactly as you calculated, haven't we?
But then again, I guess they'd just rather be frozen than out without smart people to take over. I don't know. Black guy manages to fight them off pretty well, and Jamie almost escapes, but then they're all captured. Luckily though, the blonde guy saves it with a bunch of smoke bombs. I really like this guy. And they just like, "Come on guys, work for it!" And then, you know, they all get away up the hatch except for the black guy, because, you know, it's May in the 60s, the black guy has to die.
So are you the Cyberman? Oh, Cybermath, subtitle system of math. Cybernetics. Does that mean just advanced technology in Cyberman terms? Oh, Cybermats, but they're bigger, they still look pretty small.
The Cybermen say the Cybermats are dormant through lack of use. Dormant apparently means having normal physical functions suspended or slowed down for a period of time, in or as if in a deep sleep. Okay. I also saw a semicolon in there. I don't normally see semicolons. They're basically where they should be a period, but like it takes the two sentences and kind of puts them together, despite the fact you can put a period, but it's just like when the ideas are really connected. I don't know.
This Cyberman had his tail cut off. What is this evil woman's motives? They don't have to obey, they have like 50 guns, you have one gun! Plus they can just say, okay fine, we'll do it, and then they're just like, never mind. You're not vulnerable with it, you just have a gun.
There's a very touching scene where the Doctor's making sure that Victoria wants to stay with them, and the Doctor's all just like, "Why didn't you wake me up? It should have been my turn to watch half an hour ago." She's like, "If you're 450 years old, you need a great deal of sleep." The Doctor's like, "I've regenerated. Like, regeneration doesn't work like that." And then Victoria's kind of just talking about how she misses her father, and the Doctor tries to talk to her. He's a very touching scene.
They fight off another Cyberman, and What's with it already being on the ground when they shoot it? The doctor does defeats the Cybermen with science, and then explains it with mumbo jumbo. He's a cringy uncle and he knows it.
Now let's see what you can do against this.
Dang it, guys, who I can't remember the name of. Whoa, I didn't expect a cliffhanger right there.
Diddling, 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 diddling. So Callum, the only guy who I remember the name of because he was in the subtitles when he was saying, "Watch out, doctor dies in front of the gun," and so you know, it's not that much of a big thing because, you know, the doctor isn't dead, it's just some random disposable. Okay, I guess we have grown to care more for the doctor. But anyway.
Well, he kind of looks the same, but I think he's under their control now. Break from the traditional Cybermen music and listen to this one.
So the guy with the gun, I can't remember anyone's names, but the doctor, Jamie, Victoria, and that guy. But the guy with the gun actually manages to seem to hold the Cybermen in their place for a bit. But then we find out that actually they're running low on power, and the leader's just like, "You will help us." So it's like their way of saying, "Please help us," but they don't know the word please. And the doctor feels the need to help them, despite the fact that now they're weak, and they can just go, bam, bam, bam. Okay, that's maybe a bit violent, but like, they're being violent too. They're trying to convert their brain, and then they're all just like, "Nah, you can't restore their power because they're like, do you understand the machine?" It's like the Cyberman is being kind to them now that they're weak, but the second that they become strong again, it's gonna be, "Oh, you're gonna be like us." But it's kind of satisfying to see them get to full power again.
Oh no, they killed the evil woman. Oh wait, she was the evil woman. Never mind, whatever.
So as expected, the Cyberman leader at full power just bursts over the thing, and then the doctor's like, "Jamie, remind me to teach you how to tie knots." I don't think it was Jamie's knots. I think it was just the fact that the Cyberman was in full control. But anyway, well, full control, full power. Then there's another scene where Jamie takes a Cyberman gun and shoots another Cyberman, and he's like, just smoke leaks out, and then he just falls over. And then we see Jamie pushing the fallen over Cyberman. But they were definitely two different scenes. The footage just changes slightly when it shows the Cyberman falling down. I guess that was just an experiment because there wasn't someone actually in the Cyberman suit. They might have just had someone holding it behind it. So it was definitely a different scene, and they showed Jamie. It's just, you can tell that time has passed. It's not a complete flick to another scene. But anyway, the doctor tries to convince the black guy to go back to the light side, and he succeeds. And this time his voice has changed, like, "Hey boy, it must be destroyed."
My dad lost his stuff when he saw this part. I like that. Someone doesn't know what to do, you tell them what to do instead of saying, "Oh, you're so stupid."
So this fun three-way standoff between the guy with the gun, Eric Klieg apparently, the doctor, and the Cybermen, and then of course the doctor wins, and Eric Klieg I think dies, and then the rest of the Cybermen are frozen, and the doctor says that they've been frozen for 5 centuries last time. Now it must be permanent. So he electrocutes the doors again, and the control panel, and the hatch, to make sure that whoever comes by can't free the Cybermen, or at least it won't be till a very long time. But I don't think it was 5 centuries, wasn't it 5 millenniums? Probably not 5 millenniums, I don't know. I don't really know. It was just a long time, basically. So anyway, yeah, but also, the Cybermen kind of like reverse getting out, but like, they broke free of the plastic before, so how does it unbreak?
The fact that breaking out involved breaking through that stuff, so what, did it just unbreak or something? Also like how this one continuous shot at the Cybermen getting out.
Oh, and also the black guy sacrifices himself. He died, but he did something heroic. I like how the blonde guy is all just like, "Alright, Victoria, Dr. Jamie, you coming with us?" And then it's like, "Actually, we got our own flying machine." They're like, "What?" And yeah, whatever. I like how they're just like, they just roll with it. It's like, "Oh, whatever, see ya." And then we see a Cyberman going on the floor, being the cliffhanger. Ooh, Cyberman and Cybermats may come back. But anyway, so that's the end of the Tomb of the Cybermen. I kind of like, because with the 10th planet, apparently people in the 60s, especially kids, were nervous that the events in that story was actually going to happen in 1986 and the whole world would be in danger. Then, in 2070, there would be the moon thing, but only people on the moon base would be in danger. Then, 5,000 whatever, but then only people on the Telos expedition. I like it when it's a small group of people and the doctor needs to save it. Not the whole world being in danger, that's a bit cliche. I like it when it's a small group. And in the classic series doing that, that's kind of pretty cool. But anyway, so would I recommend it? Definitely am. This is one of the best well-known stories for the second Doctor. First full complete one as well. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, so I know that you enjoyed. If you didn't like, please leave a dislike, so I know that you did enjoy. Leave a comment down below if you like to tell me my thoughts, guess, motivation, and encouragement. If you didn't like, please leave a comment down below saying why you did like, so I can improve next time. Otherwise, I won't be able to improve it. Treat it just like as if we're like, and subscribe so that you know when my next video comes out. Thanks guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. We'll review story number, I messed up last time. Excuse me. This is going to be story number 38, The Abominable Snowman. Bye-bye.